Kiki. Welcome to Story Time. Today we are going to reading Remember Balloons. It's written by Jesse Olivero and illustrated by Danny Wolfcut. This is a story about relationship between a boy and his grandfather. So let's get started. I have lots and lots of balloons, way more than my little brother.
This one's my favorite, I told him, pointing to the balloon followed with my last birthday party. When I look at it, I can see the pony again. I can still taste the chocolate frosting. Mom and Dad have more balloons than I do.
Grandpa has lived so long, and he has more balloons than all of us together. And the story he has inside those balloons, they are better than ponies and chocolate frosting.
What's in your yellow balloon? I asked him. Grandpa's eyes light up. We did just come back from picking blackberries along the muddy banks of a creek. Our berries splattered the faces gave unannounced cow such a fright. She didn't make milks for days.
What about the blue one, Grandpa? That's the time I lost my favorite dog, Jack. Grandpa chuckles. I found him chasing butterflies next to the schoolhouse. Only Jack could get me to the school on a Saturday. And that one, I point to a purple balloon above his head. Grandpa looks up and smiles, his face alive with remembering. That's the day I married your grandma in Little Georgia, Switzerland. We danced that night until the start, and how I loved her. I don't have to ask him about silver balloons because I have one too. There was a day we stood on a dock till the sun went down, feeling tug after tug. Grandpa and I must have caught 1,000 fish. Grandpa ruffles my hair like he always does. That's one of my favorite balloons. Mine too, I say.
But Grandpa has been having problems with his balloons lately. One will get caught in a tree, and he'll tell me the same story over and over. Let me tell you about the Christmas I went to Aunt Nell's farm, Grandpa says, even though he just finished telling me about it.
Other times, a balloon will float right out of his hand, and he won't even know it.
It's okay, Grandpa, I yell as I run after it. Every time I almost reach it, but it always slips away.
Something wrong with Grandpa, I tell my parents. He can't hold on his balloons anymore. Mom looks at me with sad eyes. That happens sometimes when people grow older. Grandpa's balloons start floating away faster and faster, running down the street and up hills. I watch the balloons grow smaller.
He finally loses the silver one. I watch it float away until I can't see it anymore. Why did you let it go? That was our balloon. Then I sit on the sidewalk and cry. I feel Grandpa pat my back, but he doesn't ruffle my hair like he always did. Why are you crying, child? There's nothing to cry about. One day, I go to see him, and all his balloons are gone. Grandpa, I said, but he doesn't look at me. It'll be okay, Daddy says. Look up. I have new balloons now. A yellow one filled with blackberries and a cow. A blue one filled with Grandpa's and his favorite dog. A purple one filled with a wedding day. See? Mom says. Now, they are yours to share. So I climb into Grandpa's lap and begin telling him about my new balloons.
everyone. Now I want to ask you a question. Do you remember how many main characters were in the story? In the story, they were a little boy, his grandpa, and his parents. Now here's the next question. Can any of you recall which animals appeared in the story? Let's think about it. There were a pony, a dog, fish, and a cow. Okay, finally, does anyone want to share with me? If you had a balloon, what kind of stories do you think would be inside it?
Thanks everyone. Do you like the story today?